This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. At the 27-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give. This is Kamara. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Out of the gun, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch the screen! 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 Check, check. Fresno! 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 Hey, 31! Hey, no,
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Go, go, go.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 38, Watson being chased out left. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Nevin Lawson there on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The tackle there by Breanne Body Calhoun.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Go! Let's go!
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up? They either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
Should have gone down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to put their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And now out comes Houston. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts.
He's got a man complete. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Nice, sweetheart.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. There he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes
and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, he slipped right by him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Texans will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! You don't want to pick up the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard, he's got a 1st down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. 3-on body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Wait. Hey, let's go.
Garoppolo now. Man open left side is Brown. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Garoppolo looks to throw, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Watson. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 51 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back to throw, Watson. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Derek Morgan. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. On 2nd and a long way to go. Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a 1st. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney merciless, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Derek Morgan in on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind that a touchdown, Houston! It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Here we go. Wait, 80! Hey, it's our route.
On 1st down, Garoppolo throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Fair will extend this big lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Here we go, D. One, Omaha.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down here at the 23. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd and 4. To throw is Garoppolo. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.